had that dinner party guest, the one who spills shit all over your table. Have you ever been that dinner party guest who spills shit all over the table? Well, if you know somebody or you are somebody who spills things clumsy, tripping, slipping, dropping, or stuff happens, it's best to know how to get out the 5 most common stains you will find on your tablecloth. Shall we assess the spilly dinner party guest? No, just kidding. It isn't him. Thank you, darling. This is lovely. Almost ready. I would love some cream. Thank you. It curdled. Why did it curdle? Let us toast to you, darling. It was marvelous. We had such a great time. The weather was perfect. And then out of nowhere, so sorry. Out of nowhere. Anyway. I know. Is that the salad dressing? I'll take some of that. Yeah, here, have some of this. And now the night is over. Your guests have gone home and you are left. Consider the ruined piece of fabric that was once your table finery. The oil, the white wine, the red wine, the steak aminos, and the cream. Come now, we have much work to do so that you don't have so much work next time this happens to you. We must work quickly so that these stains don't set. You will need dish soap and baking soda for the dairy stains, baby powder for the grease stains, and saline solution for the steak aminos, which should be treated like blood. And then we'll get to the wine. Let us survey the damage. Let's start with the grease. Seems tough, but one simple ingredient is powerful enough to get even the worst grease stains out pretty much completely. And that is baby powder. I like mine in a nice little jar with a poof. Poof, poof, poof. Pat all the grease stains generously with powder. Steak aminos. We treat them like blood, and the best way to remove blood is to prevent the hemoglobin cells from bursting, because in there is where that red color comes from, and once it leaches out, it is almost impossible to remove. However, by the scientific process of osmosis, saline solution will shrivel up those hemoglobin cells and prevent them from popping. And at that point, they will brush right off in a wash. Where'd that steak fly? I see more grease. Dairy, 2 ingredients, baking soda and dish soap. Swirl around on the stain. You can use your finger or a gentle little brush. Let these solutions sit for at least an hour before throwing in a normal wash. And then we're gonna see what we can do about these massive wine stains. In my lifelong travails as a clumsy person, I have found that the best solution for removing both red and white wine from fabrics is boiling water poured at a height over and over before a normal wash. Here we have a big jug of very hot water. First, the white wine. Okay, if you spill quite as much red wine as I just spilled in the making of this video, it may be over for your tablecloth. I spilled a lot more than I meant to spill. When I don't mean to spill any red wine, I spill little. And when I do mean to spill little, evidently I spill gobs. This is the only footage I had of just how disastrous this red wine stain was to handle. I poured about 6 jugs of the water over it. I pretty much gave up on the big red wine stain. It was just too much, and I got overwhelmed after pouring so much boiling water and just threw it in the wash, not really expecting anything. Oh, oops. Don't mind me and my night treatment cream. This is just a moment of frustration I'm taking out in front of the camera. I had to get my camera. You won't believe this. This is insane. This is the wash. Perfectly clean. I wasn't prepared for this. I thought I had gotten in over my head. Let's examine this up close. I was ready to abandon this video. I'm clearly not ready to be filming. I'd given up, thrown in the towel, threw this in the wash, and look, it came out like as clean as it was when I picked it up from the fabric shop. This is the same piece. You know, it's just a frayed little piece of linen. It's not my real tablecloth. Because, you know, don't trust yourself with stuff like this. I've never spilled that much wine on anything and tested these methods. They work. I mean, I knew everything else would come out. But do you remember that wine? It's almost like I wish there was a phantom of it so we could prove that this was the same piece of fabric. Okay, let's take a closer look here. Here it is. Here's a teeny bit. But, oh my goodness, we really got it all out. Viewers, these methods work. They work really well. I look terrible. We're gonna sign off. It's no problem. I do it all the time. I'm a pro. We'll get it right out. Don't you worry. We're here to have fun.